Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Duncan Ralston's Woom. Now this is an extreme horror novel. It is not my first time reading Duncan Ralston. I believe I read Ghostland? Yeah, it was like Jurassic Park but with ghosts. This is definitely a departure from that. It's a little bit more extreme. Yeah, and some people either love it or they hate it. I personally thought it was pretty cool, but I am a little tainted in my viewpoint because I'm a Buffalonian, and this actually takes place at a crappy-ass hotel room in Buffalo, right outside of, well, basically Cheektowaga. It's not actually Buffalo, but it's near the airport. And yeah, so what did I give it? I gave it 4 stars. It's like a 3.5 4-star book for me. It had the typical shock value type horror that you come to know in extreme horror if you've read enough of it. But I gave it 4 stars for plot, 3 stars for horror, just because I think that extreme horror sometimes comes off like a little bit of a crutch when it comes to horror. And it's not like you're building this sense of dread. You're more just throwing something at the wall. And sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't. Personally, I love the ending of this story. It landed for me. I thought it was comical and also pretty effed up. So yeah, writing I gave 3 stars. Again, extreme horrors to me, sometimes it can kind of ruin the writing because it's almost like over the top type stuff. But if you dig extreme horror, then this one is a good pickup for you. So characters, I did give it 5 stars because they're very believable people. The main character, Angel, when he's checking into the motel, seems like this just lonely, depraved individual who just likes to meet hookers and tell them creepy stories. Because that's basically the plot. And each story kind of is grotesque in its own way and definitely graphic and intense. He wants a little bit more of a bigger girl, and she basically shows up. She's a Buffalonian, born and bred, like she likes to say, yeah, and it just kind of gets weird. It just gets weird. I don't know what else to say about Woom. Fun, I gave it 3 stars because you are kind of cringing, but that's what you're getting when you pick up an extreme horror novel is that cringiness, that cringe factor, and Woom had a lot of that. So let's see if I can. I said this is my written review on Goodreads. So I already gave you my star ratings for each individual category. But I said, growing up in Buffalo, as one of the main characters said, Buffalo guy, born and raised, the depictions of the area surrounding the airport are pretty fair. Most of the strip clubs are located in the area around there, and I currently don't live very far from the Buffalo International Airport and hear planes constantly. Buffalo as a whole has a pretty gritty, dark past as a blue-collar town, and with a blue-collar town comes blue-collar problems. I have never heard of any lonely hotel, and I do not believe it exists, but who knows? It very well could. This story has a lot of triggers in it. I had to skim through a certain section because I found one of my triggers. So it should be known that this is a very extreme story and you should not read it if you are easily offended. In the last 2 years, I have read countless extreme horror stories, and like I said previously, this is in my top 5, which it is. Woom is in my top 5 for most effed up. Alright, a quick look at the plot is that you are in a motel, a sleazy one, the type you don't take your shoes off at. You meet a gentleman who orders an escort to meet him at this motel. The gentleman named Angel begins to tell stories, one after the other, to the prostitute. Each story escalates in horror, and I will leave the rest to you to find out. So, yeah, there's Woom by Duncan Ralston. Here's the synopsis on the back. I believe pain lingers, Angel said. Do I believe in spirits, in the supernatural? Probably not. The lonely motel holds many dark secrets, and room 6 just might possess the worst of them all. Angel knows all about pain. His mother died in the room. He researched its history. Today he's come back to end it, no matter the cost, once and for all. Shyla, a plus-size prostitute, thinks his stories Angel tells her can't be true. Secrets so vile you won't want to let them inside you. But the lonely motel doesn't forget, it doesn't forgive, and it always claims its victim. So, Woom by Duncan Ralston. Have a great day, guys.